allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here tonight. It gets much better in future meetings because there's so many really cute meeting us in the budget. But for tonight, you got me. Thank you for being here. We have public comments early in the meeting, and we have at least a few people possibly signed up. So since it's first meeting of the year, I'm going to read what public comments are for. The Board of Education invites you, the members of our community, to feel comfortable in sharing matters of interest or concern that you might have. Concerns raised during public comments will not be responded to or discussed during the meeting. Those items brought to the attention of the board during this time may be taken under consideration for future response or action. We ask that you refrain from discussing specific personnel or students. Individual comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Deb and I will be your timekeepers, and a total time for this portion of the agenda will be limited to 15 minutes. Please be advised that members of the audience record us and you during public comments. Please begin by stating your name and the name of the school district you reside in for the record. So I have a few people signed up who may or may not be here. First person is Teresa Keys, who I don't think I see. Second person is Tina Burge. Benj. Next is Ashley Petronsky. And next is Tom White. Bingo. So name and district of residence for the record, and then 3 minutes, please.
Sure. My name is Thomas White. I am a resident of Canandaigua, so the city of Canandaigua School District. I just wanted to take a minute to remind the board, encourage the board to remember in the future moving forward that the school district is large and diverse. And I know in the past, at least in the past year, there have been some folks from specific groups representing perhaps narrow interests in the community, espousing a certain belief about how the schools should function and operate and how we should treat our students and our faculty. And I'd just like to encourage the board to remember that just because a group of individuals is loud and present does not mean they represent me and my family or a majority of Canandaigua and the school district at large. There is a large percentage of the community who believes in inclusivity and kindness and respect and helping students thrive and not treating students in a narrow, closed-minded way. So that's my request, is that as you go through the year, when folks like me perhaps are not at your meetings, you remember that there's a large majority of people in this school district who care about our students' well-being and don't subscribe to the narrow focus of some members of the community who are perhaps here and loud. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else who would like to make a comment at the podium at this time? Thank you very much. We can move on. Oh, we have minutes up for approval. I'll just do motions, please. Beth, Jen, questions or comments? All in favor? That carries unanimously. Thank you. Nice to see everybody. Oh, wait.
I'll be fairly brief with my comments because we have a number of administrators here tonight to talk. But if you didn't know, school's open. Get the staff are back. I just wanted to briefly just comment on the opening days. It's always exciting that the very first day when we all gather, whether it's at the stadium or in the theater, to see those happy reunions of staff. Maybe they haven't really run into each other much over the summer, and the hugs and it's usually pretty hard to get them to quiet down and let's get started because they're just so excited to see each other. And then typically in August, Jeannie will reach out to me and say, so what's your theme? And kind of what I intend to say on opening day. We really don't coordinate our themes or what we're going to say at all. but I found it interesting this year, our themes were almost identical, and it was really around, intentionally finding the joy in what we do and why we went into this occupation. And so, as we did our opening, addresses, and we recognized the Golden Apple winners, which is so fun, and I know a number of you board members, are able to squeeze that in and come and do that and recognize, our staff that have put 25 years into education. It's just really a fun, energizing moment. And then I tried to block off my calendar for a couple days and just walk and be present in the buildings and interact with staff and to see how they're doing. And whether it's been text messages or emails or just stopping me in the hall to tell me, people are really echoing that the message this year was exactly what they needed to hear, and that it was one of, if not their favorite opening days that they've ever been a part of. And so, and then I got back to my office, and Emily, our primary school principal, sent me her opening day presentation with her faculty. We didn't coordinate either. Similar message, and I just kept hearing that more. The next morning, Dean McKenzie, our director of intervention, came into our office and said, "You have to see what I did with our interventionists." Same message. That finding the joy, the hope, embracing the moment, because ultimately what we were reflecting on was the district has been through a really challenging few months for a variety of reasons, but we're only guaranteed right now. And it's important for us, we have a choice. You know, we can focus on the challenges that we're faced with, or we can focus on the wonderful things that happen each and every day. That's not to say we're not gonna be faced with challenges, there's gonna be challenging moments, but it's where our focus is. That we embrace and we intentionally find joy in what we do. And so, as I walk the halls even today, you know, just people still commenting on that. And I was receiving emails over the weekend from some staff saying, "I can't stop thinking about some of those messages," and it's really going to guide my perspective this year. And so we're excited for that. It's also, admittedly, the honeymoon phase. You know, all the students are behaving, and everyone has 100, and you know, it's all that stuff that happens at the beginning of the year. But that's also exciting too, because you know, education is one of the few professions where it's a new start every single year. It's a chance to start over. It's a chance to do it again. And with that is a chance for newness and a new approach. So really excited for the school year ahead. A lot of great things happening already. People seem to be in generally really good spirits. Now, the administrators might get up today and say, "Oh, they're miserable, it's falling apart." I don't think that's what they're going to say, but time will tell. And so we're just excited. We're off to a really nice start. Our varsity football team, as many of us know, played in the Carrier Dome this past weekend, which was exciting, and they registered a victory, and that was fun to watch. It was televised, a lot of positive publicity for the school. And then actually they played this weekend at Victor in the Teddy Bowl, which is a really great, program each year, and so to an excellent cause. So, and then we have all kinds of different athletics that are and clubs and activities that are up and running, and kids just getting involved and being a part of it all. And so I challenge everybody to go out and support our students, support our staff, and show up for one another, because that's what a positive school does. So that's all I have. I didn't want to really go into too much depth because I don't know what they're all going to share, and I don't want to steal any of their thunder. That's it.
Thank you. We have a quick vote before we do opening day reports, the proposed tactical resolution. Ask for motions, please. Jenny and Jen, questions or comments? Whenever you're ready, please, Jeff.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Christinelli?
Yes.
Mr. Palomini?
Yes.
Dr. Schneider?
Yes.
Ms. Kessendorf?
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas?
Yes.
Mrs. Frank?
Yes. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. As Jamie alluded to, we will hear from a variety of our administrative team to talk about the opening of school. In our particular order, hope everybody read the email of the order that we're going in. But I will kind of go through that now just in case. So we'll first start out by hearing from Mrs. Donadonna from the primary school, followed by Mr. Amesbury from the elementary school, followed by Ms. Van Dyne from the middle school, followed by Mrs. Loeb from the academy, then Ms. Shading from the CACC, and we'll wrap up with Mr. McLean to talk about facilities in general and all the work that happened this summer. So we're looking forward to hearing all that you have to share. So Mrs. Don Donovan, if you're ready.
Alright, hi everyone. I'm gonna share a little bit about the primary school. Jamie, you did steal my thunder a little bit. But yeah, I can maybe count on one hand with how many people comment about opening day speeches, and I don't think I could count this year how many people felt really inspired, by Jamie and Jamie's comments, and really were happy to just be a part of the school district and ready to go. So I do think it's a little more than just the honeymoon phase. So I'll talk a little bit about UPK. As you know, we have all full day UPK sections, 4 sections in the primary school at 16 students each. And then we have 78 UPK students at the offsite locations, which is 10 more slots than last year. So, Matt helped me work through the RFP process, and we ended up getting more slots for our families, which has been really great because we only have 1 student on the list right now. Let's see, so 142 total UPK students. And I just wanted to say that I'm really proud of that, and I think the school district and the board should be proud of that, because a lot of districts are, that's where they're starting to cut that funding, and it's having a significant impact on families. So, I haven't seen many districts with such a large UPK program, and, for kids to have that experience before they come to kindergarten is really incredible. So thanks for your support with that, and, hopefully we can continue to grow. Our kindergarten class is at 210 students. Last year's class was 206. Our class sizes this year of kindergarten are 14 to 15 students, and I'm gonna tell you why. So we projected 14 sections of kindergarten because the enrollment projection was 234, and it's only 210 actually, after all of the registration is complete. So, that's a pretty big difference, and Brian and I talked a lot about making a last minute shift at the end of the summer, and it can be challenging with staffing to make changes like that and for families, and we did something similar last year and it did not work out very well. So, we decided to stay the course with this, and we may get some more new entrants. We do still have several students who have started the registration process but have not finished. So that's where we're at with kindergarten, 210. First grade, we have a class of 203 students. Last year was 207, so it's pretty close. Class sizes are 18 to 19 students. We have 11 sections. That's the same as last year. Second grade, we have 200 even, and last year's second grade class was 247. So, Brian, I passed those guys one. He's had to take a few sections from my second grade team, so I'm down 2 sections, from 12 sections to just 10 this year. We have 3 special classes, which are the multi-age self-contained classrooms at 1211, a functional communication 1211, and then an 811. So the grand total of number of students is at 755 for the primary school. Last year was 792, and the year before it was 847, so we're down a bit in the last couple of years. I usually have like at least one 30-second story. So, we had a kindergartner on Friday at Mrs. after waiting for his mom, and he said to me, I've been keeping it together all day, but I don't know if I can anymore, and he started crying and crying. And have you ever seen those videos where the child really wants something, and so they're sobbing, and then they get it, and then instantly stop, they just shut it right off? He turned around and his mom was there, and he was sobbing, and he just stopped and walked away, and so he wanted his mom, he kept it together, and he got her, and that was it. But they're doing great, not a lot of tears this year from the UPKers, a few here and there, but the kids know where they're going, they're happy, and they've been ready to go. We're feeling very lucky to have the support of Kristen Williamson, the new UPK 5 instructional director. She has already provided such an incredible lift just from the start of the summer. And Brian and I have set up some regular meetings, and she is truly an asset already, and we're very excited to have her as part of our team. Thanks to Mike and Dan and Seth for all the work over the summer. It's been incredible, not capital project incredible, but it's been incredible, the amount of work that's been, happening when we're not here, so thanks for all your work, Mike, and to your crew as well. I think that's it for me. Last thing, dismissal on the first day of school, we ended at 3:20. Typically, we end at 3:30. Do you know why we ended at 3:20? Because there were no kindergartners there. And the next day. But we still ended at 3:34, so, that's pretty good. I think more kids are starting to take the bus, and we're getting better at our systems for pickup. So, that's it for primary school. Anything for me? Any questions?
No, but I will be pitching for our next capital project, a completely selfish idea, which is a retirement home in the primary school.
Sign us up. Where do I sign? We can do that.
That's such a happy day there. Really great.
Well, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Hi, everybody. I would just echo a little bit of what Emily said. We didn't have any fifth graders crying for their mom. I will say that the e-reads at the start of the school year, I wanted to start with that. Went really well this school year. We had every teacher do a meet and greet, which is great. The only issue that we had was I ended up talking to one of the road patrol police officers from the Canandaigua Police Department saying traffic was backed up to Main Street. So what is going on, and is this happening again tomorrow? So next year maybe we'll organize a little bit differently, but it was nice to see so many kids and families walking through the buildings and visiting last school year's teachers and things like that on the days when we did the meetings. And then I'll just echo to what Emily said and saying thanks to Mike. Facilities are amazing. Dan Bowman and his crew with the tech department, we were up and ready to go. And Seth, I can't imagine having to rearrange all of the bus routes and all of the communication that happens every single year to make that happen, and then to be able to have dismissal happen on time is just amazing. So kudos to all of our directors that work that way. Third grade, we have 11 sections at third grade. We have a class size of 239 students at third grade. So class sizes are between 21 and 23 students in each class. At fourth grade, we have 11 sections there. We have an entire class size of 248 students in the fourth grade class. And so again, class sizes are between 21 and 23 students. At fifth grade, we have 12 sections. This is our biggest class, and so that we have to Chris next year, 275 students in that class. And so there are 22 or 23 students in the class. So when Emily was talking about the idea of possibly shifting, a teacher maybe from kindergarten, it would have been at fifth grade. And we really spent the time hiring people specifically for kindergarten, so that would have been a big shift to move a kindergarten teacher to fifth grade with 1 week left to go. So we didn't do that. But overall, I have 762 students, and we have a new registrant who's starting hopefully by Wednesday of this week. So we have 763 overall. The numbers I included too, just so that you're aware, we have 3 self-contained classes, and so in those overall totals, I included those self-contained classes as well. But we have 2 12-on-1 classrooms in the class. Thanks, Erica.
Thank you very much.
Hi everyone. I want to personally thank Jamie and Jean for your fantastic opening, because it definitely helped my building, because we were going to have a challenging time opening days. So Jamie really helped set the tone, and we ended up having a great opening. I will share our numbers first. We have 218 students in 6th grade. We have 246 students in 7th grade. We're very glad to not be the youngest of the building anymore. And glad to be at the top of the heap is 8th grade at 228, for a total of 692 students. We also have we have our 12-1-1 program, we have our 15-1 program, and our 8-1-1 program, which is in its 2nd year. So we also have those specialty programs. Going forward, we're issuing all of our 7th graders brand new Chromebooks this week, so we're pretty excited about that and how Dan facilitates that and has a cycle in place so that kids get that new technology when they need it. I just left before I came here a fantastic open house for Legos Robotics. that is gonna be started at the middle school. The gym was packed, I could not believe it. And I know there's many parents that couldn't make it tonight, so I'm really excited about getting that going. I had a meeting today with a science teacher who wants to start science Olympiads. I am super excited, I think Jamie knows exactly who I talked to. And I'm gonna hit up Mr. Fitch for money on that tomorrow. And the staff worked so hard. A big move with our MTSS committee and doing tier 1 is really looking at behaviors and helping kids set what they feel would be appropriate rules and appropriate consequences. So each advisory, Thursday and Friday, we extended advisory, they came up with, what do you think should be rules? And you'll be shocked to know, I don't think any kid picked no cell phone, but we're gonna add it, and then what appropriate consequence can be. Well, they should be lucky that they're not picking the consequences, because they were a lot harsher than, but we're taking that, we're sensitizing it, and we're gonna have grade level meetings this week, and we're really hopeful as we post these posters around the building that, remember, these are the goals, or these are the behaviors that we wanna see, you guys help create. So we're really hopeful as our MTSS committee is looking at that that's gonna help. One cute story, on Friday, there was this sixth graders were leaving, and they're still having a little bit of trouble getting to their classrooms, but it's all working out. And I said, okay, on a scale 1 to 10, 10 being the best and 1 being, oh dear, where is your sixth grade experience so far? And she had to think for a little while, which made me nervous. And then she came out with a 6. And I'm like, okay, well, how would it be a 10? She goes, my feet hurt so bad. So I'm like, oh, you know what? You're gonna build up that resilience with walking. So it's so funny, because I mean, everything that's changed in their lives in sixth grade, if that's what they come up with, and so, yeah, we're off to a great start. I'm grateful for all the patience that everyone has been affording me as I start this convention.
Hi everybody, good evening, nice to be here. We also had another wonderful opening at the Academy. We are excited to start some new things with the staff and the students to get things going. I brought my phone up here because I just wanted to read a text message from one of the teachers that sent me after the first day. She said, feeling incredibly grateful to work in such an incredible school. Great first day. And it's just really cool and heartwarming for her to take time to say, yes, we do have an incredible school, and we do feel incredibly lucky to be where we are. So it's exciting. But I know you guys want our numbers. That's what you get so excited about. But we have 240 students in the 9th grade class coming in, the new 9th grade class. The same in the 10th grade class, matching 240. And the 11th grade class is sitting at 256, and the seniors are at 258, making us just over 1,010 students. So a couple things, I know they're sharing cute stories, so I just wanted to share a special story. We had a new student come to us. She enrolled in, she's a sophomore, and she's from the Adirondack region. This is the first day of school, and I don't know if you've ever been at the Academy in the morning before 7:24 when they blow the whistle and everyone goes off to their classes, but until then, we're all just standing in the atrium or in the cafeteria. We're all just talking, connecting. What an awesome thing. And this one new student, she came up to me, she's like, excuse me, what are we doing? Why is everyone standing here? And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think, like a new student would understand. And so I said, we're just all connecting, and we're gonna wait until we get to go to our first grade class. But she ended up having a really great day, and I checked in with her the next day. But it's funny that we don't even think about some of the traditions and things that we do that just come natural. And it was good. But so she had a good day. I also want to highlight our open house that we're having this week, Thursday. We really changed up the format completely. I gave the teachers wanted to do something different, so they formed a committee on their own. and they've kind of planned this on their own, and it's really truly gonna be an open house. We met with the students today, we've encouraged them to come with their parents and really treat it like a meet and greet. You know, the teachers will be sitting in the hallways, not in their classrooms, so they won't feel like they have to go in there and have a long conversation in their classroom, but it's really for the students to come around and show them where the classrooms are, introduce their teacher. We have over 20 community partners coming to set up tables in our atrium. We have 2 food trucks, and our activities fair is happening Thursday during the day for the students to see, but they will be remaining there for open house so the parents can see that too. And this just all came together because the teachers had an idea and they made it happen. So fingers crossed, we really just want more people to come. You know, we want more to come, we want more to be in the building, we want more people to see what's going on. So we're hoping like changing the format and doing things a little differently will bring some more. So we're excited if you don't have anything going on. Oh, we shifted the time, 5 to 7, a little bit earlier. So you know, if you have the varsity soccer game, you can go at 5 and go, check it out, and then go to the game. Or you can show up at 6:42. You know, there's no like set time, so it's really, makes it really accessible, that's the word I want to use. So fingers crossed, if you don't have anything Thursday night between 5 to 7, come on down. We'd love to have you. But we had a great opening, we're excited. Any questions?
Emily and Brian are stealing your food truck idea, I saw that.
Oh.
I know.
I just texted her. Food truck and 20 community partners, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So we need your list, because we never keep up with them.
We got it, we just got it off the website. We're like, ooh, who are our community partners? Boom, call them, they want to participate, they want to be with us, so that's cool, it's really cool.
Great.
I heard Brian, Matt, and Jamie out to do hot dogs for them.
Excellent.
We got the aprons for it.
Okay, hi everyone, this is my first time up here, so. Okay, so CACC, so, right now we have 45 students. We have, hold on, it's really small in glasses now. 10 in 8th grade, 9 in 9th grade, 10 in 10th grade, 8 in 11th grade, 8 in 12th grade. I will say that we had one student who moved away with the family, and other than that, everybody has returned. So, you know, that for us is saying more. Classes that we are going to focus on really this year are restaurant management. We started that last year. This year is my next slide, but I'm not going to steal most of your thunder, but a little bit because the CACC was really a huge focus of Mike and his team this summer, and so we are so grateful. And the kitchen is amazing, and so I know that Mike Brennan has a whole lot of ideas to, you know, expand his restaurant management. This year also will be the first time that we are going to be running a careers class. There's already a careers class at the high school. It's a little bit different, it's got a little bit of different population, but it is certainly something that is worth doing at CACC, and so they'll be doing that. I've got facilities, I've got some pictures. They have done so much, I'm just gonna leave it there. Initiatives for this year, so last year, Jamie had a fabulous idea kind of in the beginning, middle of the year to work with FLCC on micro-credentials, which was amazing, and so he got us all together. We were able to form a partnership. We did pitch it. We don't have anybody attending this year, but it also, the timing was a little bit off for us because FLCC had already presented, and but we have not lost that momentum, and we're really excited to talk to our students about that micro-credential event this year. I think it's got some really amazing ideas and paths for students, especially if you're not traditional learners. And then this kind of just recently came out at Fossey at the high school, was connected with agriculture teachers at Parks Women. And so I have connected them with both the science and my friends, the restaurant management and science. And they have reached out, and so we're hoping to do a tour and kind of see what they're doing and anything that we can do to incorporate into our career. I guess my cute story is up and it's like, we're happy to be back. That's good, that's really good. So does anybody have any? do, as you can see from our numbers, we have some room, and so we're super open, if we get the request again, so, we're ready.
Everybody. We had a great summer this summer. We, remodeled half of the CECC at the, which was a complete remodel right down to the studs. We completely did everything on one side. At the Red House, we sanded all the wood floors, got those taken care of. And before school ended, we actually started working on the exterior building, we wanted that edges and all that type of thing. And in between there, we started building some parking spots at the middle school, with more, get the park out at the lollipop area. And there was probably 1,000 other things that happened in between there. But, before the end of the year last year, Jamie and Brian said, "Are you sure you need all that work done? Because we'll let the board know." And I'm like, sure. So, but it was tough. We did some ceilings at the primary school too, ceilings and LED lighting. And, every year the guys, they just amaze me more and more, what they do and what they get done. We have some new workers with us, two new, guys to the maintenance center that really have had no experience at all doing maintenance work. They've done some online plumbing courses through FLCC, and, they're picking it up as they go along, so we're doing training with them, and they're very eager to learn, and, kind of let them out a little bit, and then come back in and work with us, and it's really been a great experience for all of us, and I think they're doing well. Any questions?
Not everyone was able to join us on the tour of the CACC. You need to go to see it. It's spectacular. It's spectacular work.
It's like, I'm sorry. Just even like, we had a parent with a student come in and we've been meeting, 2 days ago, yesterday, I don't know, it's all a lot. But, and we had a place to bring them, it wasn't the conference room / my office / the meeting room, like, it was just nice to have something to watch them doing. Yeah, it's fun.
The location's great, it's just the building itself is way too small. And we've always said we need more space. And so Mike said he wanted to do some renovation there, thought he had the capacity to do it this summer. And I don't know if you've ever seen Brian or our architectural work, our drawings, really technical stuff we're talking here, you probably won't be your head, sure. So we had those drawings, and Mike was polite, he laughed at us, but he was polite about it. The design was completely his design, and he was able to take that space and create an extra classroom and an extra conference room and 2 offices. Well, an extra office. There was already one there, but he took all that space and created more space. And you would think, oh wow, he must have had to sacrifice a lot. The teachers in their classrooms, they feel like the room is bigger than it was, and it's smaller because of the design that he came up with, now bright and fresh, and it's beautiful. And maybe next summer we're doing the other side is the thought, and then the exterior, potentially this fall doing a brick exterior, right? The building is really transforming.
So we try to give all the, one thing, Christine will tell you that I don't listen for anything, right? But all the teachers there, as we would walk in the door, would be like, hey, it would be nice if I had this, or as you're talking through stuff, it would be like, it'd be great if I had a sink, we never had a sink in this room then. So we took everybody's ideas and we added them together, and then as we worked through the process, it would be, if we put the counselor's doors towards the open area, everybody would be standing in the doorway. So we actually turned the offices, so now those two can work across from each other and see each other in their offices, and it puts a little bit more private, so nobody knows who's in there as they're meeting with kids and that type of thing. And the thing with my group of guys, they're so unique, the group that I work with. I'm amazing. New guys come on board, they're younger, they have different ideas. The older guys, they're always like, that whole group just comes together, just amazing, and to have that ability is just, Canada is very, very lucky to have that. And, there's just nothing that happens that I'm not comfortable in saying that, yeah, we get that, we'll take care of that, or we'll do that. And it's just amazing. So.
I'd just say Canada was lucky to have all of you. Clearman, our, Director of Transportation, wasn't able to make it here tonight. I would just add, the work they do is pretty incredible, especially in the first few weeks of school, trying to figure everything out, making sure everyone is going to where they need to be. It is really controlled chaos, I guess is how I would word it. And we're not blessed with a lot of drivers. We barely have enough. They in fact had to consolidate 2 runs into 1 just so we had enough drivers. Our retired trainer and old director of transportation, Deb Bowen, she's worked almost every single day because that's how short we are. So the reason I'm saying that, if anybody out there knows that everyone wants to drive a bus, we need bus drivers. It is a dilemma, not just in Canandaigua, but across the nation. And there are schools, even in our area, that have had to close because they can't transport kids to school. So please, if you know anybody that is interested in driving, we train, we pay to train, and it really is it's a great culture in our bus garage. We have a really great staff there. So please consider. I just want to say a few percentages back. Thank you to all of you. We really appreciate you. Oh, yeah, please go home.
Thank you so much. All right, we are out. Megan, any questions or comments? That carries me out. If you don't have audit, please.
So we met on Friday for audit, and we had an opportunity to review the internal audit focus area, which was a state aid. If you've been included in the packet there, you would have seen the report. Again, a very clean report. I don't know, and I can't recall the time when I reviewed a report in the past where we actually had gained money from this. So it was great to have that process audit done. I find that extra opportunity for us to claim some monies that we weren't previously claiming, so that's great. We also took a look at our school lunch fund results, and Matt shared with us kind of the growth, not only because of the free lunch, but because of the quality of the food and the quality staffing there, and the increase in revenue and how it's being distributed around the kitchens and the cafeterias to improve the equipment. And then lastly, we took a look at the tax collection and the rates for the upcoming year. Obviously lower than what we went out at, and that's certainly a benefit. And it says a lot about the combined property wealth in the district that we're at a lower number. And I think Matt's group is doing a great job, both with the long-term focus of making sure that we stay safe. So I appreciate it.
Thank you. Before we adjourn, I'll just ask everyone when the meeting is over that visitors leave the building and the premises at the conclusion of the meeting. I'll ask your motion to adjourn, please. Jenny and Jen, all in favor. Great, thanks for coming tonight, everybody. Good night.
Or soccer.
Thank you.
Thank you.